Yes, Abdul Subhan. What are the terrestrial plants?
ये जो प्लांट्स होते हैं वो जो जमीन में
Anyone
रहते हैं,
else who is going to tell us that what are the?
ये जो प्लांट्स जो जमीन में रहते हैं,
Yes, those plants which grow on land are known as the. Yes, good Abdul Subhan. Those plants which are grow on the land are known as the terrestrial plants, and those who are grow on water or in water, so they are known as the aquatic plants. So any one of you who is present yesterday in the class will tell us what is ossis. We have learned it. So what is ossis? Yes, Ibrahim Horam.
please ask the question again. What is oxygen? Teacher, oxygen is a type of gas that we need to breathe to live, and oxygen help us to breathe. Teacher, can I tell? Hello? Teacher? Am I calling you?
Yes, Zainab, what is an ossis?
टीचर एंड टीचर वो ओसिस वो है इन डेजर्ट द सप्लाई ऑफ वाटर.
Yes. In deserts, as you all know that deserts are the dry land. So in deserts there is a natural supply of water in the desert. So this is known as the oasis, and there is different variety of plants grow there. So moving forward to our topic now, we have learned about in details about the terrestrial plants and the aquatic plants. Now in our world we have seen the unusual plants too. And what are the unusual plants? They are either non-green plants. They are either known as the epiphytes, the insectivorous plants, and the next is the grasses and the rainforest. These all are the unusual plants. So one by one, we are going to discuss in detail. First one is the non-green plants. What are the non-green plants? As you all know that plants makes their own food, but these plants cannot make their own food. So because why they didn't make their own food? Because they don't have the chlorophyll. As we have discussed tomorrow, that chlorophyll is a green color pigment through which plants traps the sunlight, and then it also takes an important role in the photosynthesis, as they are before the name as non-green plants. So as they are not green, so chlorophyll is not there. So how these plants
टीचर टीचर आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही. जो मेरे ख्याल से आप म्यूट हो गई हैं. यस टीचर आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही.
yes, here is a little distortion, students. So again, I am repeating as the name as non-green plants. So we all know that chlorophyll has essential parts to make the food. So how these non-green green plants absorb their food? They absorb the food from the dead remains of the living things, which bury under the ground. So these dead remains are also known as the decompositions. So what are the examples of these plants? They are the mushrooms, and second one is a toadstool. Here is a picture of a mushroom. So mushrooms we eat in salads, in pizzas, and in many different items, but we can't eat these toadstool. These toadstool basically look like a mushrooms, but they are the poisonous, so we can't eat it. If we eat it, we get poison. So we only eat these types of mushroom. These are the toadstool. These are they both feed on the dead remains of the living thing, so they are known as a non-green plants. Next are the epiphytes. What are the epiphytes? Epiphytes are those plants which grow on other plants. अब ये वो plant
Excuse me, teacher, फिर से mute हो गई है.
Yes, teacher.
Hello?
Teacher.
Excuse me, teacher, आप फिर से mute हो गई हैं. I think so.
Yes, students, here is a little network issue. So that's why I got muted again and again. So epiphytes are those plants who grow on the other plants, and they need the better access of sunlight as they grow on the other plants, and their roots mostly absorb moisture from the air. And these plants are also capable, their leaves are capable of absorbing all the nutrients from the sunlight as they grow on the other plants. So example of these plants are the mosses. Here is a mosses which grow on the tree, and here is a picture of the
Teacher,
orchid.
आपकी आवाज बहुत
Orchids
अटक
also
अटक
grow
के आ
on the
रही है.
tree. So these are the epiphytes. Again,
टीचर आपकी आवाज बहुत अटक अटक के आ रही है.
here is a little distortion,
सही तरह आ
student,
नहीं
of
रही.
little.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Maisha, are you listening to me?
टीचर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही थी, अटक अटक के बहुत आ रही थी. मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था बिल्कुल सही तरह.
Okay, again I'm repeating for it. So they absorb, their leaves are capable of absorbing all the nutrients. So the example of here is the mosses, and next are the orchids. So these two are the plants, two different types of the plants which grow on the other plants. Next are the insectivorous plants. Insectivorous plants are those which catch the insects and trap them because they are having modified leaves. So they basically eat the different insects. Here is the picture of the Venus flytraps. You have seen their leaves are open, and when an insect sit on that leaves, they start closing their leaves. वो अपने leaves को फौरी तौर पे जो है वो close कर लेते हैं. And then next is here is a picture of a pitcher plant. This pitcher plants here, whenever these two plants look very different from one another, and when an insect is sitting on the mouth of the pitcher plant, this lid of this pitcher plant is going to close, and then these two types of plants, they eat the different insects, as that's why they are known as the insectivorous plants. Next are the grasses. So they also need most of the water, and they grow in a wide space. We have seen in the plain areas, mostly grass are grown in the plain areas, and they dried up. When they didn't get up the water, they easily dried up, and when again it's rain, they again start growing it. So These grasses, leaf of the grasses grow from the base. हमने प्लेन एरियाज में देखा होगा ग्राउंड के साथ ही बिल्कुल बेस से फॉरन ग्रासेस ग्रो कर रही होती हैं इन द प्लेन एरियाज एंड एनिमल्स आल्सो ग्रेज ऑन दीज प्लेन एरियाज एंड grass has the ability to grow quickly. Then the last is the rainforest. So as from the name rainforest, there is lot of rainfalls in that area. So they are hot and damp, and many trees grow from here. And they are also known as evergreen, and they are very tall trees. So they grow so close so that the sun, it's very difficult for the sunlight to reach there because as they grow very close. So in the rainforest, we have seen there are many climbers root. Climbers, as you all know that students, climbers are those plants which needs the sports. So many climbers grow on these rainforest. So these climbers, how they climb when they see catches the sunlight. So they grow according to the sunlight. Where the sunlight falls, they grow along it. So many colorful flowers also grown there. So here is, do you know that rainforest trees are being cut down for wood? For our making furniture, we are cutting down these trees and clear the land for use of many people. Land clear hogi, then peoples are going to build their houses on that land. So their wood is used for making different kinds of furniture, and the land which is clear, many peoples are going to build their houses on that land. So it's also affecting the animals living in that area. uh, Definitely when we cut these forests, rainforest, so animals are also affected, those who are living there. So both forest and animals are in danger of extinction. Extinctions means the area is going to be end, and they cannot be replaced. We cannot replace the area of the rainforest, so we should not cut these trees. So students, here is we are moving forward to the our classroom. So first we are going to do the reading from the some unusual plants. And first of all, we are going to start with the Maisha. Yes, Maisha, from some unusual plants.
Some are unusual plants, long green plants. Some plants do not make their own food. Plants like mushrooms and toadstool do not have chlorophyll and so cannot make their own food by photosynthesis. They absorb food from dead remains of living things like wood and little epi- epiphytes. Some plants like mosses, ferns, and many orchids grow on other plants. They allow them to
Okay,
reach.
Maisha, from the epiphytes, the student who is continuing is Fatima. Yes, Fatima, continue from epiphytes.
Epiphytes. Some plants like mosses, ferns, and many orchids
Fatma,
grow.
kindly read louder.
Some plants like mosses, ferns, and many orchids grow on other plants. This allows them to reach positions where they can have better access to sunlight. These plants are known as epiphytes. As their roots are not in the soil, they absorb moisture from the air. Their leaves are capable of absorbing nutrients from plant parts which fall on them.
Okay, next insectivorous will be read by Mubara. Mubara, I can't hear your voice. Again, I can't hear your voice. No voice is there, Mubara.
टीचर मुबारक की आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Yes, I know. Mubara, you can remove your hand, please, and then try it. Again, try, Mubara. Mubara, your voice is not coming. So we are moving forward to the next student, that is Ibrahim.
Yes, teacher.
Continue from the insectivorous plants.
Teacher, continue from where?
Insectivorous plants. That is on page number 52. The last paragraph.
Okay. Some plants like Venus flytrap and
Teacher, now
pitcher catch insects in special traps made of their modified leaves. They just be putting
Yes, grasses also continue.
grass. Grass does not need as much water as the trees or bushes. It grows in wide open spaces. When the grass does not get water, it dries up. But the seeds and stems remain alive in the soil. As soon as it rains, it grows again. Unlike, uh, unlike the other plants, the leaves of grass do not grow at the tips. They grow from the base so that even when when animals graze on them, the grass grows quickly again.
Okay, Ibrahim, now last topic, the rainforest will be read by Abdul Subhan.
okay, dear. The rainforest. There is a lot of rainfall in the rainforest. The rainforests are hot and damp. That is why many trees grow here. The evergreen trees often grow very tall. They grow so close to each other that it is difficult for sunlight to reach the ground. There are many climbers which twine around the trees and climb up towards sunlight. The flowers which grow here are colorful. Do you know Pernite?
Yes, also read, do you know?
Do you know? Trees in the rainforest are being cut down for wood or near the land for their use by many people. It is also affecting the animals living in these areas. So both the forest and the animals are in danger of extin- extinction, extinction and
Extension.
extinction. Once lost, they cannot be reunited, reunited,
Replaced.
replaced, replaced.
Okay, points to remember will be read by Hamna.
Teacher, can I read?
No, Zainab. Hamna, kindly unmute yourself and read the points to remember. Okay, till then Hamna is not there. Moving forward to Abdullah Yas. Yes, Abdullah.
Yes, teacher. Wait, तुम यहाँ आके
Points
सो
to
गए हो?
remember.
Okay. Point to remember. The natural progress by which plants
Process.
process process by the plant adjust to their surrounding and is called adaptation. Plants which grow
Adaptation.
adaptation. Plants which grow on land and are called
Terrestrial plants.
terrestrial plants. Some trees which are always green are called evergreen trees. Some trees which live by
Abdullah,
all
now your voice is not coming.
their leaves only a year are called delicious trees.
Not delicious, it's deciduous. Okay, now moving forward to the filter. Filter, continue from the now you know. Fifth one.
Teacher, teacher,
Points to remember. Fifth point. Yes.
teacher, मैं ना
Yes, filter.
मैं अपनी खाला के घर आई हुई हूँ तो मेरे पास अभी बैग नहीं है और मैं कल चली जाऊंगी लाहौर फिर मैं आपको रीडिंग सुनाऊंगी ओके
Okay. That's why you
थैंक यू
are talking during the class. Kindly listen it.
नो
Next,
टीचर
Zainab, you can continue. Zainab, you can continue now. And
Okay,
Zainab,
teacher.
read it fastly as we are having only 10 minutes.
In hilly areas, plants have
Fifth point.
middle.
Yes.
Okay. In marshy areas, plants have breathing roots. Aquatic
Continue.
plants
This is
float
the fifth
or
one. You
are
are
it is non-green plants.
the fifth one is the in hilly areas plants have needle-like
Okay.
leaves. In the plain areas plants have lots of branches and leaves. In the deserts plants have no leaves. Now continue from the next.
In marshy areas, plants have breathing roots. Aquatic plants float or are submerged in water. Non-green plants like mushroom and toadstool absorb food from dead remains of living things. If it grow on other plants,
Epiphytes.
epiphytes. There is a lot
Phytes.
of rainfall in the rainforest. New words,
Okay.
terrestrial plants.
Moving forward.
टीचर पढ़ूं?
Yes.
Plants which grow on land, aquatic plants, plants that grow in water, evergreen, a plant which has green leaves throughout the year, deciduous, trees that shed their leaves at the same time once in a year, waxy looking like wax, marshy ground near a lake, river or sea that is always wet. Epiphyte, a plant that grows on another plant
Epiphytes.
but epiphyte does
Yes.
not depend on it for its own nutrients. Insectivores, able to catch and digest insects.
Okay, here is your exercise aim. So take the pencils in your hands. First one is that plants which grow on land are called the terrestrial plants. And write down the spelling correctly. There are two double R are there. TERRESTRIAL, terrestrial plants. Second one, the plants which do not shed off their leaves at the same times are called the evergreen. Third one, plants which grow in marshy lands are called the mangroves. Fourth one, the leaves of fixed aquatic plants have stomata on the dash sides on the upper side. Fifth one, underwater plants have narrow, thin leaves with no stomata. Last one, flat, broad leaves of a plant get maximum sunlight. Again, I am repeating in the first one, terrestrial, second, evergreen, third one, mangroves, fourth one, upper, fifth, stomata, sixth, maximum. I hope everyone has done it. Okay, Mubara, you have done.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, Hamna.
टीचर आपने जो चैप्टर नंबर 6 की क्लास दी थी वो ना मैंने ली नहीं थी तो
Yes.
उसका मैंने कल वीडियो भी देखी थी तो उसके अंदर आपने क्वेश्चन आंसर्स नहीं करवाए उसके
Yes, I know that notes was not there. Till the notes are not provided to you, we will do, as I told you yesterday, we will do all the, till the notes are not provided to you, we will do these question answers in the online class. Okay?
टीचर फिर से आप
टीचर
फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स
Yes.
करवा दें वो बार बार नेट
Okay,
सही
Zainab.
जा रहा है
First one, firstly, you can make a tick on that options, then later on you can write Zainab, as we are having only 5 minutes. So, in first one, terrestrial, second one, evergreen, third one, mangroves, fourth, upper, fifth, stomata, sixth, maximum. Have you done sign up now?
यस टीचर आपने नीचे वाला तो नहीं
Okay.
करवाया
And now we are moving from the exercise B. Here is match the following. Either you can do matching and either you can write the exact number with the correct answer. First one is the cedar. Cedar is a plant that grow in the hilly areas. The second one is a people. It's grow on the plains. Third one is a paper. It grow on the hot and damp places. Fourth one is a cactus that grow on desert A. Mangroves grow on the marshy land C. And the tape grass is grows underwater. Again, I'm repeating number first is going to match with option D. Second is match with option F. Third is match with option E. Fourth is match with option A. Fifth is match with option C. And sixth is matches option D. So here is the last exercise, that is exercise C, and in which you are going to complete these sentences. First one is that deciduous trees shed, then you can write all their leaves at the same time once a year. Complete it.
टीचर
All the leaves.
टीचर फिर से बोलिए
Yes.
टीचर
Their leaves. Yes.
टीचर आपने कल कौन सा होमवर्क दिया था मैं एक्चुअली थी कल क्लास में
कल मैंने आपको कैक्टस प्लांट का करवाया था इसी पेज नंबर 55 पे जो कैक्टस प्लांट को ड्रॉ करने के लिए मैंने दिया था
टीचर
फातिमा यू कैन
टीचर deciduous tree shed आगे
all their leaves at the same time all their leaves at the same time once a year. All their leaves at the same time once a year. Second one is that breeding roots are found in trees that do not get air from the soil. Do not get air from the soil. Third one is floating plants are spongy and filled with air. Filled with air.
टीचर टीचर निम्रा इधर
Yes.
टीचर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ
Yes,
रही
Mirza.
जल्दी टीचर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही टीचर नंबर 2 क्या था
Do not get air from the soil. Do not get air from the soil. Number 2 is that. And number 3, filled with air. Fourth one is grass grow from the base.
Teacher, base?
Last one, yes, base. Base of the ground. Last one, rainforests are hot and damp.
क्या है गन
Okay, Abdul Subhan, those students who didn't do it, students, we are having only 1 minute now.
Teacher, कल
Yes, Anap.
टीचर कल ना ठीक नेट नहीं आया तो क्लास बंद हो रही थी मेरी तो आपने कौन सा होमवर्क दिया था कि कैक्टस ड्रॉ करना है एंड टीचर्स के जो नीचे क्वेश्चन
Yes, on
आंसर्स हैं
page number that we have done yesterday.
यस
You can go to YouTube channel and then review the video again. Yes, Hamna.
टीचर फिर एक्सरसाइज बी के बस 3 वर्ड्स रह गए मैच करने वाले वापस
Okay, Hamna, fastly you can tell me. Hamna, जल्दी से बताएं कौन से रह गए हैं?
कैक्टस मैंग्रोव्स टेप
A.
ग्रास
Okay, cactus match with A.
यस
Mangroves match with C.
सी ओके
Yes. And